and welcome back to Rise on Their Own.
This week we went to Austin, Texas.
Let's check out what happened.
The drive from San Antonio to Austin was about 3 hours. We stopped at a Quick Trip truck stop, which we didn't know existed. We thought there were only Quick Trip gas stations. Our campground was really nice, with great roads to scooter and roller skate on. We went to Austin Baptist Church on Sunday. It was much more like we were used to. There was a program called Operation Christmas Child by Samaritan's Purse. We got toys and necessities for underprivileged kids around the world. On our first day in Austin, we went to the Texas Capitol building. Like all the other capitals we had been through before it was going through some minor construction. There was a free tour with a really funny guide we went on. There are 4 stories to walk up. The guide showed us the first 2 stories, a room on each. The first room was the State Senate. The second room was the House of Representatives. The guide told us something special about the lights. It's hard to see, but the point to the stars spelled Texas. The T's at the top and then curves around. After the tour, we looked at the last 2 floors ourselves, then went to the gift shop.
We worked up an appetite visiting the Capitol building, so we headed over to the super popular Terry Black's barbecue. After waiting in a substantial line, we feasted on brisket, chopped steak, and sausage, along with all the sides. We all enjoyed the meat. Mom thought the sides were the best barbecue sides she's ever had, but Brietta and Gemma weren't fans of the mac and cheese because it wasn't Kraft. Good thing we arrived a little early. The line was around the building when we left.
One night, we went to Uncle Buck's Fishbowl Bowling with my mom's friend Kea and her kids. It was special because the theme was underwater. There was blue lights and floating water animals. We played for 1 hour and then timed out. I won first place, Melina won second, my mom third, my dad fourth, Gemma fifth, and Brietta ended up last. Then, we shopped around and said bye.
We went to Costco to get new tires on the truck after putting on the spare the week before. We spent 5 hours at Costco waiting for the truck. Mom spent the first 45 minutes waiting outside to reserve our spot. We did school at the food court and then did a little shopping.
We had a tea party lunch. I chose it myself.
On Thursday, we went to a play. It was called Sherlock Holmes Christmas. It was really great. We got hot cocoa and apple cider before the play started. The play was about an hour and a half long. It was about Sherlock Holmes and his friend Watson discovering and fixing a mystery. In this play, he and his good friend Watson solve a mystery. On Christmas, a goose was taken from a man. This goose had a really expensive jewel in its stomach. It turns out, this jewel had gotten stolen recently. At the end of the play, they found out who stole it and got the person wrongly accused out of jail. It was a really good Christmas play.
Our first ever Buc-ee's stop was a huge success. For those of you not familiar with Buc-ee's, it is a convenience store and gas station in Texas. It is not a truck stop. They hold 2 world records, one for being the world's largest convenience store in New Braunfels, Texas, and the world's largest car wash in Katy, Texas. Though we didn't visit either of those stores, Buc-ee's did not disappoint. We tried the sliced brisket, chopped brisket, and pulled pork sandwiches. The pulled pork was my favorite. We weren't a huge fan of the sausage in a tortilla, but we left with bags full of kolaches, fudge, jerky, mini cookies, beaver nuggets, and some souvenirs. Definitely a stop worth repeating. We stopped in Waco, Texas for 2 nights at 1,000 Trails Campground. When we got there, we went on a short walk to a lake nearby. We had a quick stop in Waco, Texas on our way to our next place. The HGTV show, Fixer Upper, hosted by Chip and Joanna Gaines, takes place in Waco. Chip and Joanna are a couple who work together to renovate homes in the area for their clients. Chip does the construction and Joanna does the design and decoration. They also opened the Magnolia Silo Shopping Center and a breakfast joint called Magnolia Table. The day after we got there, we went to the restaurant and had brunch. We had to wait an hour because there were no reservations on the weekend, but it was still 45 minutes less than the original estimate. The food was really good and I love seeing Joanna's decorating in person. If you know me well, then you would know I love interior design and Joanna's style. Actually, Fixer Upper is one of the things that first got me interested in interior design, so this was a really special experience for me.
At the silos, there was a sideboard from Season 5, Episode 3 of Fixer Upper. We went back and looked, and there it was. It was cool seeing something in the silos from the actual show.
This week's accommodations really increased our expenses. The resort we stayed at was very nice compared to most. We sure did appreciate the warm lodge for school and 50 amps for below freezing weather a couple of nights. We spent 4 out of 5 days at Costco either ordering, purchasing, or installing new tires on the truck. So it didn't leave a lot of time for activities, but I was really grateful to see a mom friend of mine from San Diego. And really, the side trip to Waco to see all things Chip and Joanna Gaines was definitely worth it.
It was a nice, relaxing week.
See you next week on Rise on the Road. Bye!